What's up? It's your boy Fast checking in with you with another one. You got some people that'll put you in the situations to where you can't pay and they will want you to do something strange for a piece of change. I remember one time when I almost got myself violated because I put myself in a situation to where I know I shouldn't have done, but I listened to somebody and they put me in a bad situation. It was this guy named Bearcat. Now, Bearcat was an older guy. I mean, he probably was in his 50s. He was real short. I mean, he walked bow-legged. I mean, the guy worked in the kitchen with me. I mean, he was a boxer. He always boxed, punching the bag in the gym and things. I mean, but he also was kind of feminine as well. But I remember one time when I was, like I said, I was in a maximum security at the Lansing, and I stole the Muslims' prayer rugs, and they transferred me to another medium security. So when I get to the medium, and like I said, I already new to the prison system. I probably only been there probably about 3 months at the max. So I don't really know the new facility when I get there, but it's a medium facility. So when I get there, it's at Hutchinson Medium. So when I get there, the usual, they put you in the kitchen, after probably about a week. So I'm doing my thing in the kitchen. I'm working in the kitchen now and I'm meeting people. So I meet this dude named Perry. So I'm talking to Perry all the time because he works right across from me in the tray room because I'm working in the tray room. We get the trays when they come in there. So me and him talking, he basically filling me in on how things is around there. So I'm going back and forth in the kitchen, working like probably about 3 days. So on the third day when I come in there, I go back to the tray room. So when I go back to the tray room, it's some stuff that is in the pot and pan area. So I have to go back to the pot and pan area to get the stuff. So when I go to the pot and pan area, it's just that's where Bearcat's at. So he's like, hey, youngster, you know what I'm saying? What's going on with you? I was like, shit, nothing, man. He was like, shit, you like baseball? And I was like, shit, yeah. But I ain't really like baseball, but I was just kind of agreeing with him just to see what was going on. I was like, yeah, I like it. He was like, do you play? And I was like, nah, I don't play baseball, but I kind of watch it, knowing that that's a boring ass motherfucking thing. But I'm just, like I said, I'm new there. I'm trying to fill out people. So I'm trying to, go both ways with people. So he's asking me basically, do I play baseball? So I'm like, nah, you know. I don't play it, I just kind of watch it on TV. He was like, that's what I'm talking about. So I was like, oh. So he was like, you be betting on games and stuff? I was like, nah, I don't be betting. I don't know nothing about nothing to bet. I think that's when Chicago was winning basketball. So everybody was kind of up on the Chicago Bulls around this time. But I didn't really do no type of betting on that stuff. So he was just asking me what all do I bet on. So I just moved off from and went on back to the tray room. So when I get back to the tray room, I was like, shit, what's up, man? I was like, Perry, I was like, shit, dude over there, that dude Bearcat back there, what he be on? And he was like, shit, man, you got to kind of watch him because he be on some type of crazy shit, but he ain't really fill me in on what type of crazy shit that he was talking about. So I was like, all right. But he said, just be careful of him. So I was like, okay. So then like the next day, boom, I go back there again. I got to take something back there again. So he asking me about the games and stuff. So he was like, shit, have you ever betted on some games? And I was like, shit, nope. He was like, shit, do you want to bet on something? I was like, shit, how much, what we got to bet? He was like, he had some type of tickets and stuff. He was like, if you get all the tickets, the things right, you can win like $150, but it take like $10 to do the ticket. And I was like, shit, it takes that much to do it? And he was like, yeah. So I was like, all right. So basically, he manipulated me, kept talking to me, all the time. So when I was out there sitting there eating lunch, I mean, because when we come in there, we got to eat lunch. He was sitting there talking to me about the games and stuff, telling me about the tickets and things. So I was like, all right. So finally, my stupid ass, you know what I'm saying? Because he kept coming up on me about it. So I was like, all right, man, I bet you I go on here and get the ticket. So I filled the little ticket out, And when I filled the ticket out, I gave it back to him. Boom. He was like, shit, you gonna have the money? And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have it, But shit, at this time, shit, I ain't really have nothing on the wood. And that's how I learned that money on the wood, you got to have that shit. But at that time, I didn't have it. I had to go to the store to get it. So, boom. A couple days later come by. Now I'm on the basketball court, basically watching what's going on with people. So now I'm seeing Bearcat walking with this one dude. Dude looked like normal dude. He was big and all that. He wasn't no small ass dude and nothing. Like, you can tell that he lift weights. But I see them always on the punching bag, basically in the weight pit working out. Because like I said, once Perry told me, to watch him, that's what I started doing. I started watching him to make sure that he was on some type of good page or whatever. He wasn't no faulty ass dude or nothing like that. Because, like I said, I just bet $10 with him on a little ticket that he gave me. So I wanted to make sure that shit was gonna be on the up and up. So then Sunday come and that's the game day. So on this day, boom. I guess the Royals, I was playing I don't know who the other team was, but I know it was the Royals for certain, But I took the other people and he took the Royals. So, boom, I guess the Royals won. So when I seen that, because I ain't really watched the game, and a few other teams, basically, won and some of the people lost, the ticket was just going up and down on the thing, but the main game we was focused on was the Royals. That was my main ticket thing that I was supposed to hit was that game right there. I knew that. So then, but I didn't end up winning on it. So, boom. The next day, I come to work, He came up to me. He was like, you got that money? I was like, yeah, I got it, He was like, shit, you gonna go get it? And I was like, yeah. But at this time, like I said, I didn't have it, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, shit. Basically, I was betting my ass on the wood. So he was like, you either gonna pay or you gonna lay. Which one are you gonna do? And he said like an aggressive ass voice and shit. So I was like, shit. He was like, shit, you can go get that stuff now, go get my little $10 now. Or, we're gonna have to figure out a way, for me to get my $10, but we're gonna get my $10. And I was like, shit, all right. So I went up to the lady in the kitchen. I was like, hey, you think I can go back to my dorm for a minute? And she was like, yeah. So I went back to my dorm. And when I get back to my dorm, now I'm looking through my locker trying to count up all $10 worth of stuff. I had like hygiene. I ain't had no food or anything like that, but I had like $10 worth of stuff. I counted up that, I think I probably asked somebody could they give me something, but didn't nobody really give me nothing. I was in a hell of a position at that time because shit, I ain't know how I was gonna come up with that $10, but I had to hurry up and come up with that $10 because I wasn't paying or laying for no motherfucking body. I was gonna make sure that I got that motherfucking $10 and came back to the motherfucking kitchen with that shit and gave it to him. So like I said, I got all the stuff, boom, I get back, give it to him. And when I give it to him, I tell him, I was like, shit, after this, man, shit, I don't want you talking to me. I don't want you, discussing anything about nothing. We done deal, on everything when it comes to them tickets. I don't want no type of play with it or nothing like that. But yeah, you can get yourself in a situation real fast by not, using your head. I know that I shouldn't have done nothing like that, betting on that, got that ticket from that man. But that man was, like I say, he was up on me every day, talking to me about this, trying to get me to do that, So I felt like, me and him was on a good page. But in reality, shit, I was just getting myself caught up in the trick that they do in the penitentiary. They want you to get caught up in situations like that so they can try to do something to you, so they can make sure that they can try to get your booty. And that's what that dude was trying to do. I didn't know that man was gay. Lure people in like that, and that's one of his mechanisms of how he get people to end up doing some type of sexual favors for him. Once they get in debt with him, then they got to ask for something else in return. And if you ain't got that, then the only thing that you can do is bow down to whatever them needs that person wants you to do. And you don't want to put yourself in a situation like that. But yeah, the man put me in a hell of a situation to where I didn't really know what was I going to do. I'll just hurry up and try to figure out how I was going to pay this man so that way I can get him up off my back, you know. But like I said, you don't want to go to the penitentiary to witness anything like that, or go to get yourself involved in dangerous stuff to where people will put you up against the wall to where they want you to do some sexual favors or something like that. I mean, I didn't know if that man was like that, you know, even though Perry told me, you know, to watch him and that the dude was kind of crazy, but I didn't really know he was like that. But yeah, this your boy Fats checking in with you another one. Y'all stay up and be peaceful.